I recently attended the VRDays in Amsterdam to experience virtual reality and augmented reality. So, are these technologies cool? Maybe, maybe not. Are they useful? Maybe, maybe not. Are they ready? Maybe, maybe not. And can they be useful for leadership development? Again, maybe, maybe not. Let's talk about it. In case you're only watching the first minute of this video, here's a summary. Virtual reality and augmented reality, they have been experimented for a few years now, but the big players, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, they're massively investing in this space right now. So virtual reality is on the brink of breaking through to the mass market as we speak. Augmented reality is still more in research and prototypes with early adopters, for example, SAP. The killer applications, so the markets that are going to be tackled first by these technologies, they're not very well related to our field of leadership development. And that's actually good news because it gives us a few years to figure out how virtual reality and augmented reality can be used for leadership and leadership development. So what is it? Glad you asked. In a virtual reality experience, you will typically be wearing a headset, either a cheap one, sometimes cheaper with cardboard, or a very expensive one, like this. Sometimes you also have a controller in your hand to interact with the virtual environment. So you can look around and you will be completely immersed in the virtual space. I, for example, made a 360 video of our classroom, and I can actually see the classroom from anywhere, as if I'm there. There's also 360 videos on YouTube, for example, where you ride a roller coaster or go over a ski slope. Those kind of videos kind of make me nauseous a little bit. For augmented reality, you will be typically wearing glasses, such as the former Google Glass or the current Microsoft HoloLens. You will see the actual world through your glasses, and virtual objects will be projected on the lenses. So you get extra information projected on top of the real world. Think about Pokemon Go, for example. Virtual reality is ready for the mass market, and you'll see a lot of it coming out over the next year. So the killer application for virtual reality is going to be games and entertainment at first. So think of World of Warcraft like games where you actually are running around in the game in the virtual reality. Think about virtual reality movies. If you think of what we do, leadership development, so getting business results with and through other people, behavior change in individuals, shaping an organizational culture on the collective level, well, then VR is not really a match made in heaven. There will be more than games and virtual reality movies, but later on. So that's actually good news because it gives us some time, probably a few years, to figure out how virtual reality can be used for leadership development. And the same goes for augmented reality. So far it looks like the first applications will be like reviewing designs of architecture or machines that don't really exist in front of you, and you will see them through augmented reality. A building that's not built, for example. Of course, virtual reality can be used for development. VR is extremely good for an immersive learning experience. So think about learning about ancient Egypt and actually put you in your headset and you're in ancient Egypt. Or think about sitting in Google's building where Googlers explain and demonstrate how they brainstorm. That one actually exists. Virtual and augmented reality are also good for training on a physical object that's not really there. For example, the printer company OCE, they make very large printers. They use it today already to give trainings to their people on machines that are still in development and don't really physically exist yet. The one example I've seen so far that really relates a bit to what we are doing in leadership development, it was a virtual reality app on public speaking. So you would be in the middle of the audience as you were trying your public speech. So now what? So with the examples given, the good news is virtual reality and augmented reality are first going to be used in very different fields than leadership development. So that gives us a few years to figure it out. It requires that we keep a close eye on the technology, that we clarify how VR and AR can help leadership and leadership development and do experiments around that. And also that we get better at adjacent fields, such as using videos and immersive training.